In today's video, you'll learn how a narcissist woman views sex. For her, sex is not just about physical intimacy or emotional connection. It is a tool, a weapon, and a method of exerting control. She views sex as a multifaceted instrument that serves her extravagant sense of self and fulfills her greedy need for admiration and power. At the core, a narcissist woman's approach to sex is deeply intertwined with her pathological need for validation and dominance. She uses sex to manipulate, control, and exploit her partners, seeing them merely as objects to satisfy her ego and whims. For the narcissist, the primary purpose of sex is to boost her self-esteem. She derives a significant portion of her self-worth from sexual desire and demand. The attention and pleasure from sexual partners fuels her happiness and reinforces her belief in her own superiority and beauty. This validation is an important part of her identity, and she goes to great lengths to maintain it. He can use his sexuality to attract new partners, ensuring that compliments and validation are always provided. This is especially evident in the beginning of relationships, where she can present herself as charming and irresistibly seductive, as she attracts her partner's attention and affection. But once the initial interest wears off and the relationship continues, her true manipulative nature begins to emerge. A narcissist's need for control and dominance is most evident in her sexual behavior. She may use sex as a bargaining chip, withholding it to punish his partner or as a reward for complying with his demands. This creates a power dynamic where her partner is left constantly trying to please her in the hopes of winning her approval and love. By controlling the sexual aspect of the relationship, she reinforces her dominance and keeps her partner in a state of emotional dependence and insecurity. In addition to using sex for control, a narcissist woman may also engage in promiscuous or reckless sexual behavior. She may seek out multiple partners to validate her desirability and to keep her options open. This behavior is often driven by a fear of abandonment and a need to ensure that she always has a backup source of admiration and attention. Her relationships are typically shallow and transactional, lacking genuine emotional intimacy or connection. She views her partners as interchangeable and expendable, discarding them when they no longer serve her needs or when a more appealing option becomes available. Additionally, the narcissist's view of sex often lacks a significant sympathetic and emotional connection. She only sees sex subjectively and struggles to understand or value her partner's feelings and needs. Her main concern is how this act serves her purpose, whether it is to inflate her ego, manipulate her partner, or satisfy her own carnal desires. Her empathy leads to sexual self-reliance, where the satisfaction and well-being of her partner is secondary to her own satisfaction. This self-centeredness can manifest in various ways. For example, she may be indifferent to her partner's sexual needs and preferences, focusing only on what pleases her. She may be dismissive or critical of her partner's desires, using shame or guilt to manipulate them into compliance with her own demands. This behavior can leave her partner feeling unfulfilled, disrespected, and emotionally drained. The narcissist woman's inability to connect on a deeper emotional level often results in a pattern of dysfunctional and unsatisfying sexual relationships. Furthermore, a narcissist woman may use sex as a means of enacting revenge or asserting her superiority. If she feels slighted or disrespected, she may engage in infidelity or use sex to humiliate her partner. This vindictive behavior is a manifestation of her deep-seated need for power and control. By using sex to retaliate or assert dominance, she reinforces her sense of superiority and punishes those who she perceives as having wronged her. The impact of a narcissist woman's view of sex on her partners can be profound and damaging. Her manipulative and self-centered behavior can lead to a cycle of emotional abuse, where her partner is left feeling used, devalued, and constantly on edge. The lack of genuine emotional intimacy and connection can leave her partner feeling isolated and unfulfilled. Over time, this can erode their self-esteem and sense of self-worth, making it difficult for them to recognize the toxic dynamics of the relationship and to break free from it. For those entangled in a relationship with a narcissist woman, it is crucial to recognize these patterns and to seek support. Understanding the narcissist's view of sex as a tool for control and validation can help partners make sense of their experiences and begin the process of healing. Setting firm boundaries, seeking therapy, and focusing on self-care are essential steps in recovering from the emotional manipulation and abuse inflicted by a narcissist. In conclusion, a narcissist woman's view of sex is fundamentally different from that of a healthy, empathetic individual. For her, sex is a means of control, manipulation, and validation, devoid of genuine emotional connection or empathy. Her partners are seen as tools to satisfy her ego and needs, leading to a cycle of emotional abuse and dysfunction. Recognizing these dynamics is crucial for those affected by narcissistic relationships, empowering them to seek help and to reclaim their sense of self-worth and emotional well-being. Thank you for watching.